Welcome to the Mountaineer Podcast here. Sunday night live this week at the Mountaineer Cafe. Big thanks to Lauren and Drew Eads for hosting us tonight. And got Coach Helmick here to start off the night. Coach, took one on the chin on Friday against Strasburg. You want to talk a little bit about it?
Yeah, just a little overmatched. I'm not going to make any excuses. We didn't play our best. They're a very good football team, good program. They were state runner-up last year, played the state championship and lost to Graham. They pretty much got everything back. And like I said, they're just a great program, great coaching staff. They do things the right way. It's until we can figure out a way to get in the weight room and get all of our kids in the weight room consistently, like Strasburg or Central, we're going to have trouble matching up with those teams. So.
Yeah, one thing that stood out to me was Strasburg's physicality and their strength up front. They're so strong.
Yeah.
Some good backs, but up front they're pretty strong.
I've been coaching for 15 years now. And, that whole O-line, that was a Division III line. Like they're big and explosive and fast. Like they're good at what they do.
Yeah.
And again, hats off to those guys. We did everything we could and game plan and had guys in the right position, and we just couldn't get it done when it mattered.
Yeah, their line is huge for 2A ball. I was like, holy smokes. And those guys, they really get out and they're explosive too. They're good. I think they're after. So this week we got Clarke County. Big rival. I know Clark's wants revenge on Madison after last year. It seems like since Clarke lost to Madison last year, everything's kind of gone downhill for them.
Yeah, but Casey will have them ready to play. They're going to be still thinking about last year and being knocked out, and we're going to get their best game of the year by far, just because we are the team they want right now. And, they're also a well-coached team, single wing, so you're going to get a lot of pulling trap in this direction, so we got to be ready for that and see if we can handle it.
So what do you think some of the keys to winning the game is going to be?
We got to match their physicality. We got to match their physicality up front. We got to be able to move the football and take care of the football, and we'll see what happens after that.
Yeah, it's a tough place to play. It's a long ride over there. It's easy every time we play them. It's always cold and miserable.
I'll give it to them though. They have a beautiful field. Man, they take very good care of the felt. It's one of the best fields you'll ever play on. So.
Yeah. Well, so I guess, tell me if I'm right or wrong, but this is kind of like a mini playoff game this week.
No, it's not a mini. It's a playoff.
Yeah.
You got to win to get in.
Okay.
So playoffs for us start right now. We just met as a staff, got our thoughts together, and we're gonna figure out how to come out and see what we can do on Thursday.
So you're playing Thursday?
Thursday night.
Okay. Why is that?
At Clarke County. I'm not sure the reason. I do know for as long as I can remember, Clark's always played their last home game on Thursday nights. So I don't know if they have something up there the first weekend of November or what it is, but they always seem to play on that Thursday.
Yeah, it's a tough place to play. And so how are the seedings look now as far as, so we have 8 teams in the region, correct?
Yes, sir.
And only 6 go in. So how is it seeded so far?
So right now, we're the 6th seed. And even with a loss, we probably would stay as the 6th seed with power points. But that's not how it works for the Bull Run District. So the Bull Run District goes by the district standings, and then you plug and place the other teams that are in the region based off their power points. So does that make a little more sense?
Yeah, so then how are they seeded now? Strasburg 1, I'm assuming, right?
Strasburg is 1, Buckingham is 2, Stewart's Draft is 3, Central Woodstock is 4, Fort Defiance is 5, and then we're 6. And Page is actually, even though they lost to Clarke, they were 7, and Clarke was 8 last week.
So if you were to play, so the new format this year, the first 2 top seeds get a bye, correct?
Yeah, so
you would play 3.
we would play the 3 seed, and it's going to be either Stewart's Draft, Central Woodstock, or Buckingham. So.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I hope everybody can come on out for Thursday night. It's kind of an odd time to have to get home game.
Yeah.
Especially on the road, but, I know some other things going on this week. I believe volleyball has their game tomorrow night.
So they play the region quarters, I believe, tomorrow night at home versus Central Woodstock at 6 o'clock.
Yep.
So hopefully we can get a big turnout. You know, those girls, Carrie Hardy does a great job with those girls. They've been a you know, prestigious program for quite some time now. And, they're always playing in the region championship, and you know, last few years been in the state tournament. So hats off to her. She's doing a great job.
And then if they, how's the format for that? Is it Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, or?
Thursday.
Yeah, I think it's Monday, Thursday,
Monday, Thursday.
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah,
Monday, Thursday, Saturday, okay. And I believe Madison's what seed are they?
We are the 4 seed
Fourth.
in the region.
4 seed in the region.
Central is the 5 seed.
Gotcha. Well, I hope everybody can come out and support the volleyball team tomorrow night, and then, Thursday, come out and support the Mountaineers at Clarke.
Wednesday at home, we got a big JV game.
Yes. So the JV, we'll talk to Paul about that later. So the JV, as of right now, they're tied for first?
Correct. There's actually there is a 4-way tie at the moment between us, Strasburg, Clarke, and Central. We all have one loss, and we've all lost to each other. So with us, if we win Wednesday and Strasburg beats Central Woodstock, we would be the district champs because we would both be 3-1, and we would have the head-to-head victory. So technically, Paul's going to go out and win the district Wednesday.
Yeah. No pressure, Paul. All right, so the picks. I was going over.
Jerry, cross-country next Saturday.
Oh, that's next Saturday, cross-country is?
State
That's the
title.
States, right?
Yep,
And where's that held at this year?
Salem.
Salem, okay.
We have Evan Roberts, Jeremy Morris, and there's 2 girls I'm missing. And
Yeah, I think
apologize.
the 2 girls
The two girls that were up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Yeah, Evan won the,
We're excited for them. So.
yeah, Evan won the region.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Evan's back-to-back region champion. So.
He's, yeah, Evan's a good kid, and hopefully he can bring it home and state title.
Very proud of all those athletes.
Yes. Now to the picks. Man, we both didn't do too good. I don't know what the scores of the games are now. They're still going on. Through the college games, I was like 3 out of 6. You were 4 out of 6.
At least I'm better than you.
Yeah, you're better than me this week. Key games are Seattle, Washington, and Arizona, Dallas. I picked Seattle and Dallas. You picked Arizona and Washington. That's the key.
It's been a rough weekend for me. You know, we took one on the chin Friday. Our little league team lost in the championship by 6.
Oh, really? Today?
Or in the in the playoffs today, and then my Lions lost to Minnesota 24-21. It's been a rough weekend of football for me.
Yeah. Well, let's hope we can get a start on a better week come this week.
Yeah.
And let's go ahead with the picks this week. Not a whole lot of great college games this week. I guess the biggest one is BYU at Texas Tech. I think it's 8-9 seed.
I'm gonna go with BYU. Personally, just because I love the blue and white uniforms. When I go order new uniforms, a lot of times I'll go and look at what they wear, and I'll be like, yeah, I think I want something like that.
I'm gonna go with Texas Tech on this one. I said at home. Texas A&M at Missouri.
I'm sticking with the Aggies. I love the way that quarterback's playing right now.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Elko does a really good job with them. And here's another one. This used to be a big game, but not so much this year. FSU at Clemson.
I'm gonna go out. It's at Clemson.
Yeah. I'm gonna pick Clemson because I can't see them playing that bad 2 weeks in a row.
I'm gonna pick FSU just because you picked Clemson.
Okay. That makes it interesting. Another game that should be a big game, but it's not. LSU at Alabama.
Yeah. I'll go with Bama. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide on that one. Yeah. LSU's in disarray now.
They are.
And who would ever believe UVA, the top 12 team in the country? I'm gonna tell you what. That's gotta be.
They're gonna be in the college playoff.
We'll
Yeah,
see.
he might make it.
Hey, they're still UVA, basically, that goes
Yeah,
on.
you're right.
But I can't believe the turnaround they've had in this year. And I can remember in the, I guess it was the nineties when Sean Moore and all those guys were there, they were number one in the country. And it seemed like a dream come true. And I ain't gonna lie, I told my son the other day, I said, man, I never thought I would see, as long as I was living, that UVA would ever be ranked, especially ranked 12. I mean, it's crazy.
You know what's crazy to me though is you really, with this whole NIL stuff, it's like free agency. You can't really go off last year.
I definitely.
Look at the quarterback they brought in and the running backs they brought in. The defensive end from from Elon and the other one from UNLV. Like,
They've got some, I mean,
Yeah, you're getting some.
he has brought in, he's done a great job with that program. He's turned it around, and they believe in him. And I tell you what, you get a team like that, and remember, all experienced guys are all 4th, 5th, sometimes 6 years seniors.
yeah.
And those guys are old. That's not a bunch of kids. They're grown, grown ass men up there playing. I mean, those guys are ready to.
I saw an article the other day. One of the college football teams signed a guy out of the D League, NBA D League.
Yes, that's.
He's like a 31-year-old or 29-year-old freshman.
Yes. But when you talk about that, then you get,
So Jerry, there's still hope. You got eligibility list? Maybe Tony or Paul.
I could play half court for one series.
I was talking about football.
No, football, no way. But you think about that, you talk about the G League, then they also allow colleges to get these guys as pros in the European League to go play with the UVA. UVA has 2 of them.
Yeah.
2 of the top 5 in the country, and run low and do rhythm. So, it's really changed a lot, and college sports changed tremendously.
To me, it's ruining it. It's ruining it for high school kids. I don't know. It's not about, building a program or a team or a culture anymore. It's what can I do to be good this year? And then we'll figure next year out later.
Yeah, and then you're gonna see transfers, kids go there 1 year, and say a team brings in a 5th-year senior, and he's gonna play over here as you're a true freshman.
Yeah.
That kid gonna get going somewhere again next year. So it's gonna be it's a mess, and it's a big change in sports, and the best teams come out are the ones who adapt to it the quickest.
Yeah.
So Wake at UVA, I know the ACC Huddle will be there this week.
UVA, go Hoos.
That's a no-brainer.
Wake Forest took quite the beating this week too.
And I thought they were going to give FSU a game in that, but they did not. They got shellacked. And then some few pro games. New York Giants at Chicago Bears.
Chicago Bears.
Yeah, same here. They're on the turnaround. I think they played a wild game today, a couple hours ago. 47-41. Craziest pro games I've seen in a long time. No defense whatsoever. Baltimore at Minnesota.
I'm gonna go with Minnesota. They're playing some good ball. The defense is playing well. I think McCarthy was back today, I believe.
I'm gonna go against you on this. I'm gonna say Baltimore. They're starting to pick it up now. And their backs against the ball. They can't lose anymore. Detroit at Washington.
Detroit. Is that Washington? I should have got tickets to that game.
Yeah, Detroit at Washington. I'm gonna pick Detroit because I'm never gonna pick the Commanders. I don't care who they're playing. Cowboys. Sad to say. Anyway, sorry. Pittsburgh at the LA Chargers.
Pittsburgh. The Steel Curtain defense coming back around.
Yeah, I think so too. Chargers looked pretty good early on, but they're starting to falter a little bit. Philadelphia at Green Bay.
You go with Philly. I'm one of those people to be the man, you gotta beat the man. I know Philly's not doing what they ended the season with last year, but they're still playing some pretty good ball.
Yeah, I'm not a big Packers fan either. I'm with Philadelphia. All right. Well, thank you, Larry. Good luck this week. Make sure everybody come out Thursday night to see Mountaineers go to Clarke. It's actually a playoff game.
Wednesday night. Come out Wednesday night.
Come Wednesday for the JV game at home. That'll be the last game of the season for the JV teams. Come out Monday for volleyball at home. Saturday, cross-country.
Thank you, Jerry.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Before I get up, I'd like to say what a great job Paul Porter has done with our young guys.
Yes.
super happy to have him. It's great to have somebody that, played here and is so committed to this community, does a lot for this community. His son did a lot for me. Unfortunately, I don't remember their playing days because I was just out of diapers. But, I've heard great stories, and I can't say enough about Paul. He's been really good to me, and not only is he a great coach, he's a great friend as well.
I was gonna say, he's a great coach, but even a better person.
Yeah.
And I think it's also a compliment.
Quarterfinal.
All right, come on up here, Paul. So, we got two Madison legends coming in. Number 20, number 21, Mr. Carpenter. Come on, Tony. We'll get both y'all at the same time.
Come sit by you.
Oh, yeah, come on. I got you. So, guys, you guys played from, I guess, the freshman year of 89.
89.
Were you on the varsity that year too?
Yeah, we both freshmen, only freshmen on the team.
When you played the state championship at Appalachia, here against Appalachia, the only state championship other than played in Madison, probably, I'll never see it happen again on the whole field.
Y'all were starters?
No, we was up freshman year.
Freshman year. Then played 91, 92, and 93, correct?
Yep.
And then, number 20, number 21, Paul's 20, Tony was 21, everybody remembers. I would say, in my own personal opinion, I know we had some great running back tandems here in Madison. With Carlton Johnson and Joe Henry Good. We also had Carl Coxon and Mike Leslie. And I can't remember who was running with Lawrence Young, but we've had some good ones over the years, tandems. And I would put you guys right there for the rest, any of them. And you guys are something else, man. It was a great treat to go to the games, go see these guys play. So, first of all, I want to ask, growing up in Madison, playing football, what sports did you do? And
When I first started off, the first sport I played was soccer. Mr.
you
Jack
played
Berry.
soccer?
Mr. Jack Berry.
Yes, sir. We had Jack here the other week.
He was my coach.
I can't imagine you playing soccer. You like drunk people when you was playing soccer too.
Played soccer. Then after that, I went to baseball.
Okay.
And our first coach was Mr. Jesse Yao.
Oh,
With
really?
the Yankees in Crigglesville.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Jesse Yale's father wanted to coach softball matches. He was there for a long time. Man. How about you, Paul?
We played together.
Yeah, my first sport was baseball. That was my first love.
Really?
Yeah, when I was 7 years old, I played for the Madison, I think it was the Madison Astros.
Okay.
Out here in Brightwood.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my first team. And then I went to the Yankees with Mike Tinsley.
Okay.
And
Yeah, Mike Tinsley.
Yeah, Jesse Allen, was my Crigglesville team. Yeah, it was good to have that, it was close to home, but I went to Crigglesville.
So, yeah, we pretty much.
So that was my home,
Right.
Yeah, so.
That's how we started out. Before he moved because he went to Crigglesville, and I went to Madison, because he lived in Haywood, but
Right.
we already knew each other because we started playing with Jesse Yao for
Right.
baseball, then we moved with Mike Tinsley playing baseball, so we kind of.
I'm gonna tell you something about Little League baseball. When I played, you had several teams. You had the Wolftown Wolves, you had the Radiant Raiders, the Madison Cardinals, the Brightwood Red Sox, and I think they were called Crittersville Cougars at the time.
Yeah, cool.
And I'm gonna tell y'all something. It was some intense rivalries.
Man,
Those games, man. I'm gonna tell you what, it was something.
Yeah.
That was before youth sports or anything was formed in Madison. And I was coached by Buck Fincher, and we played at there in Brightwood. And some guy, I never had, but some of the people, they would hit the ball over on 29 home run, and up against the Rotary Club building. That was some memories I'll never forget.
But I think I was the best pitcher in Little League.
Right.
In Madison County.
Right.
I used to have a lot of fans come. They said they ain't never seen a kid throw a ball that fast. I used to
Did
have
you
the
strike
whole
him
thing.
out?
No, he was on my team.
Oh.
Yeah, he was on my team.
I was back
Yeah,
there.
he was
Oh,
a
he
back
catcher.
Yeah, he was a catcher.
I had
Holy
some time
smokes.
to get thighs. See, I had to get
But I
thighs.
had the high school, I didn't even play in high school, so.
Yeah.
Then
did not know that.
Tanner wanted me to play baseball, but I wanted to run track.
Yeah.
Right.
So I
Right.
couldn't do both.
Right.
So So,
That's crazy. So you go guys start off a little league pitcher to catcher.
Yeah.
Little league baseball up to
yeah,
Madison.
we grew up, we were in 7, wasn't it?
Yeah.
7 years old.
Now, did you guys ever play youth football?
I played 1 year youth.
I played. Who was your coach for that?
Timmy Taylor.
Timmy Taylor. How about you?
Mhm.
Y'all both on the same team then too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. I forgot about that. So, who did you look up to growing up as a kid in Madison playing sports? Was there any pro athlete or somebody who was already at the high school? Anybody you looked up to, one to model your game after?
Well, I heard all the, Madison, all the, Carlton Johnson
Yeah.
and all them, he wore number 20, so that's what,
That's what you did.
so that's how I got number 20, and I wanted that one, because I wanted to be the best, and, come through Madison County, that's what I was thinking at that time, because a lot of running backs coming through
Right.
at that time, so that's what I wanted, be one of the best running backs in Madison County.
I ask this because I have a crazy memory about stuff. And I remember a Daily Progress article about Tony, and you told them that Walter Payton was your idol growing up. And he was my favorite player too.
Yeah.
My favorite player of all time, Walter Payton. I mean, you guys' running style was a lot like him. He was something else. So, you started out with the 89 teams as freshmen. So did you guys play any that year?
Yeah, I was on the kickoff return on that state championship game, and I got the ball first. Kicked it to me. I was so nervous. Man, I was standing up, I was back at deep. I said, I hope they don't kick it to me. But me shaking, I mean, the people that was in that stand, it looked like a stadium.
They did.
I mean, it was, you couldn't even see no grass nowhere.
And then I was there, and that's the next thing I wanted to ask you. Can you describe the atmosphere?
Yeah,
it was because Appalachia brought a power.
Yeah, they bought a power plant. Yeah, they bought 2 trainway buses.
I mean, it had to be between 5,000 and 6,000 people.
Yeah,
it was
I
crazy.
guarantee, yeah.
It was up on by the scoreboard. There was nowhere to sit, put a chair, or nothing.
Nothing. On the hill, where the track at,
Yeah.
you could, that whole hill was full.
And then everybody was standing around the fence, and on the visitor side, where they had that rope down there, there used to be a cable down through there. Pile of people, they were everywhere.
Yeah. It was cold.
Yeah, it was cold, but it was a day game. I remember.
Yeah, it was day game,
So I mean, you guys, did you play that game?
Got him once.
So that was kind of a stepping stone for your career. I mean, you knew what was expected of you.
Yeah, I think the team, because we didn't start, but in practice, we had Reagan Pruitt, and so we learned how to get hit hard.
Yeah.
Fritz, Breckenridge,
Yeah.
stuff like that. We had to take a beating.
Oh, yeah, we took our beating.
Yeah,
We never gave up though.
No.
right. Yeah, that's something that those practices. I mean, were pretty physical and tough.
Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we hitting hard. We hitting hard. And we couldn't wait till third. By Friday come, the game was easy.
Yeah.
I practiced, physical. And everything, he was hard. He went precise about everything. Everything had to be perfect.
Right.
We go out there on the lights. If you ain't running right, it was dark early. We go over to the football field, he turned the lights on, and we still playing practice.
Yeah, it made it like it was. The games were easy compared to practice.
Yeah, that game was easy.
Yeah. So, what are some of your teammates that you remember that want to talk about your offensive line or anybody like that?
Half our running, some of y'all, we had a big line.
Yeah.
We had Ryan, Clinton Rucker, Jeremiah, Damon,
Todd Dodson.
Todd Dodson.
Todd Dodson?
Yeah, he was a freshman, Yeah, I've seen him, he started.
Sometimes for what the play is, you had to kind of motivate them a little bit.
Yeah.
'Cause If I'm coming behind you, I might just run them over too. So they got a little motivation too, because I'm coming back behind the rear.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike Banks, he was pretty good. Kevin Arrington, his brother.
Yeah, Kevin was something, man.
I mean, 1 year he had 9 returns, touchdowns, kickoff returns.
One of my most favorite memories going to the game is that.
Well, our team stopped kicking.
He was still kicking
I
it
want
to
to
him.
talk about that.
Cause he was in one, and now had kick returns.
Yeah, so he didn't want to kick none of us, so he kicked it in.
But it was, I remember going to Riverwoods, and this is back when Madison used to beat Riverwoods up pretty bad, or we were in the same district. Two memories of that game. One, their punter, he kicked the ball so far up in their stands, it was about halfway up their stands. The ball actually landed in the stands, struck people over the head. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. And then I remember Tony come down the sidelines. This was a good memory I have. And he hit this guy, flattened him, and stepped right on top of him and kept on going. Y'all just laid out like this. That was one of the two of my most vivid memories of that. And, so what are some of your favorite memories of playing?
One of my favorites was we played Greene County. I pretty much say it was our championship year but we got moved up. I was running down the sideline, I hit a person, and then I had to come up, I saw them with blood coming down my side of my face. Came out one play, Dr. Moscow gave us Staples right in the field. Right on the sideline. Came back next play was trap play. Ran it all the way back down the yard and touchdown.
Can you imagine that happening today? That's crazy. That's old school. Man. How about you, Paul?
One of my memories, we played Culpeper, because I was originally from Culpeper now. Before I moved to Madison, so I had, had a lot of people I grew up with who were in the Culpeper team, and I was playing, wide receiver that game, and I had a field day on them. I had more receiving yards than they had total offense, and they knew the play was coming. The quick slant across the middle, I did it the whole game.
They couldn't stop it.
They couldn't stop it. That was my favorite play. And when editing called that play, I light up in the end because that was my favorite play. That and quick pitch 28.
Yeah.
That was my two favorite plays that I like. And so so my receiving yards were more than their total offense.
Yeah.
That was one of my memorable games in Culpeper.
How about anything else, you, Tony?
Every game was pretty much a memory because sometimes Porter, was a trap play or something, and he called it back.
He go 70 yards, they call it back, and then they call it a flag, and then they call it the other side, that run 70 yards, down the field.
So we had competition.
We had competition,
Because we know each time we get the ball, we gotta earn it because you don't know how long you're gonna be in the game, or you gotta take advantage because we had a lot of weapons on the team at the time.
So some of those weapons, you had the great Jamie Tanner,
Jamie Tanner, left hand.
left hand.
It's kind of odd catching from a left hand. That was kind of different.
Keep messing Jamie.
Yeah.
I am gonna get him here one time.
Yeah.
You gotta get Jamie.
I gotta get Jamie in here, but it's gonna be kind of hard talking to Jamie. It's a PG show.
Yeah, another game was the Orange game was a good one too. They had the winning touchdown on that one.
Yeah, I looked the scores up, and y'all won that game 20-19.
Yeah, that game was intense. That was a good defensive game. It was hard nosed. Every yard was tough.
The call-up game too.
Yeah.
First beat them at home. That big Mosley guy.
Yeah. Yeah, they were tough. Every time we played Orange, Madison, and Greene, they were always a dogfight.
Yeah.
Every time we played them.
So you guys, your sophomore year, you lose to Lunenburg Central in the playoffs.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
They
man.
come out with that Ric Flair music.
Yeah, they
34-7.
quarterback. He was Division I quarterback.
That was Ricky.
Yeah, he was 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah, he was really good.
Yeah, he could throw from one end zone to the next.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
good.
he was good.
You beat Culpeper that year, 34-7. Lost to Orange that year. Lost to Buffalo Gap 10-0. He came back the next week and beat Buffalo Gap 10-7 the first round of the playoffs.
That was a good game.
And so the next year, you lost to Culpeper 26-14, but you turned around and beat Orange 26-0. And against Greene County, let's see here. Against Greene. Against Greene is 35-0. Now I believe that's the game.
They went to state championship that year.
Yep. And the week before that, they went to Lunenburg and beat Lunenburg at Lunenburg during the regular season. And I think, Raymond, that's like when you said the 18 bowls for high school, they were like number 1 or 2 in the state. We beat them 35-0. They didn't lose any rest. They were so flustered after that, but they turned around their season around. Then that year, you go to the first round of playoffs. You beat Buffalo Gap, and then you took and beat Powhatan 24-21.
That was good. Yeah, home.
Yeah. And then, so you did that, and then lost to Sussex Central. Man, that Sussex Central game, maybe we've talked about it here before.
They were averaging 70 points a game.
I think the guys, Antonio Procyse was a quarterback.
Robert Turner was a quarterback.
They were really good. We went in there, it's the same game, the fans, stadium, bleachers. But instead of a bunch of people in the hospital because of that, it seemed like we lost kind of focus after that. That was something. That was Jamie Tanner's senior year. So the next year you guys come back and you have who at quarterback?
Chris Wingate.
And that had been Chris's senior year. Okay.
We was undefeated that year.
Yeah, y'all walked the dog in that year. I mean, you did come on 27-6, beat Orange. That was a big Orange game, 2019. And that was at Porterfield Park. I'll never forget that. That was. I wish I had. I tell you what, I wish I had taped that game. That was one of the best high school games I've ever been to. Then that year, you played beat Riverheads at the end of the season. Then you played at Moorfield, West Virginia. Beat Monroe 20-3. You played Prince Edward in the first round of playoffs and won 62-25. And why I bring that up is, it seems like every time 21 touched the ball, he scored a touchdown. That was a record, I think yards per carry record. I don't know if it still stands or not. It was like, was it 20-some yards a carry?
I think he had 200-some yards.
I thought you had about 300.
I don't know.
Well, a lot of times we don't play a whole game. We don't play half the game most times.
Yeah, that year is a lot of rights. I mean, nobody scored many points this last game. So then, we want to talk about the next game, which is your last high school game. You sore subject. You lost against Lunenburg. You want to talk about that a little bit?
That was a tough game. You just couldn't get nothing going.
They stopped everything.
Yeah.
Everything we had, they were going.
Yeah.
They
we were talking earlier, there was a lot of rain that game.
It was raining, it was a lot. I even played defense at
Yeah. I remember Coach Dean would do is, you guys didn't play but one way all year. You got to the playoffs, and they got the ball on the other side of the 50-yard line, see them driving, and they put you guys. I believe you were a nose guard that game?
Nose guard?
Where were you at?
I was at corner, man. Kevin was at corner.
Yeah. And then that was, it seems like Madison always struggled in the playoffs when it was wet weather, because we like throwing the ball. That's something that Coach Dean was so far ahead of his time that we were multi-dimensional where everybody else was just running the ball. I mean, I believe he ran a pro set. That kind of trade, that was a bread and butter play, right?
Yeah.
He had the guards pulling on that.
Yeah, he loved pulling.
Yeah, that was his big bread and butter play back there. So when we talk about coaches, you want to talk a little bit about Coach Dean, what he meant to you guys?
He been a lot to the whole team. Everybody had his respect. He could kind of look at you.
Yeah.
You know, you did something wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to look at you.
But he was smart. He was smart. He knew the game full. He was always ahead of the game. You know, he was setting up for the next play, next play. And he could read the game. I mean, he come in that locker room, game ain't going right. I don't have to say this so many words.
You can't hear pins out.
Oh, I guarantee
You would hear
it.
pins out.
I guarantee it. And I'll tell you something else he was really good at was halftime adjustments. You want to talk a little bit about that? It seems like the second half, things always change for the better, for the most part.
Yeah, he was very. I mean, he always got somebody watching, but he always got an eye out, for things, and he make adjustments, just like over time, and we just execute.
Yeah, it's so crazy to think about now that everybody just watches VHSL. Scott, is that what you do, Larry?
Yeah, it's called Huddle. You trade film every week.
It used to be, you used to send coaches to away games and
Yeah.
scout and stuff.
Scout and VHS and watch it.
We still go in person, like on our bye weeks and stuff.
Right.
'Cause it's nice to get the film and all that. You can't really tell as much as you can of seeing it live, if that makes sense.
But it used to be back then, the JV coaches would always go scout,
Yeah.
back in the day.
Mhm.
And, and that, they don't get a whole lot of credit doing this coaching, because this guy's a scout who deserve a lot of credit for stuff they did too. So is anybody else that you wanna mention who helped you along in your athletic career?
Wow, there's been a whole lot of people that helped me out, even up to J.L. Taylor.
Yeah,
J.L.
Taylor.
Taylor. He used to look out for us in youth football.
He's one of the guys that started the youth sports.
Youth sports, J.L. Taylor, yeah. That's all of it, Mike Tinsley.
Mike Tinsley was a big one. He kept up with that. He was no nonsense too.
I mean, that really came to hard work.
Yeah.
When we played baseball, he didn't care what kind of how hot it was, we was out there playing.
Right. Time's different.
Yeah.
The work ethic, always had to work hard.
Yeah.
And then with Mr. Dean, there's always two things we talk about: pride and dedication.
Dedication.
Then the fan base. I mean, it was the biggest. I don't think it's a game that we ever played in with the field enough filled up. I mean, the whole stadium, football high school stadium, was filled. I mean,
it wasn't no English, man.
I mean, it's crazy to think about it. We've talked about it here before.
mhm.
But Madison back then, we would have more fans. Unless we went to green or orange or purple, we would have more fans than anywhere in the home teams.
Yeah.
They traveled too.
They traveled.
Yeah,
The travel,
traveled,
man, it
man.
didn't matter. I mean, how cold it was. It seems like back in the day, the games are a whole lot colder than what they are now.
Yeah.
I mean, now you can wear shorts up until the end of the season. Back then, it seemed like all the games were so cold back then.
Yeah.
It was crazy. So, what other sports did you play in Madison at high school?
Basketball, played basketball,
Track.
and did track.
The track.
Mhm.
And then, Tony, you had, how many brothers? You had brother,
Kevin, and then Barry.
Barry.
Mhm.
And both of them were outstanding players too. Barry, was Barry running back too?
He.
Or receiver?
I think it was.
Yeah, it was, the three-headed monster was these two guys and Kevin. And then after you guys left, it was all on Kevin. Yeah, he was also a hell of a football player too. So, after high school, did you guys ever entertain the thought of playing at the next level at all?
No, I'm just out there having, enjoying it, having fun.
So what all did you do, and tell me what you're doing now?
Well, first I went to Fort Keegan.
Oh, did you?
Yep, Fort Keegan Military Academy. Then I went to spring school.
Okay.
Then after that, I'm in the military, and then I'm with the Department of Correction, training.
Gotcha. What about you?
Well, I started out at, after high school, I went to Germano for about a year and a half. Then came, after that, I hit Madison County for maybe 2-3 years, and then I went down to the prison. And I retired from there 2 years ago.
And we went there together.
The dynamic duo.
So
They go from Little League baseball, pitcher and catcher, go to high school to two-star running back. Then they go to the prison.
we go to prison.
Not in prison.
Not
in
in
prison.
Not in prison.
But that's the two lifelong friends. I mean, that's great to hear. I mean, only in Madison you see stuff like this. So then you coached for a couple of years,
A
correct?
couple years with Coach Dean.
Was Coach Stewart. Yeah. And then how long have you been there?
4 years.
4 years. Tell me do you enjoy working with the kids?
Yeah, I always enjoy working with the kids. I started off, with the juvenile in prison, and I like to work with the youth, trouble youth.
Yeah.
So I'm always, working with kids.
Right.
So, so I enjoy working with kids, and I always wanted to coach. So, but the prison didn't give me the opportunity to coach until the last couple of years. they allow me to coach and work. So I just enjoy working with the kids.
Yeah, so you've been the JV head coach for how long?
3 years.
3 years? Done a pretty good job. It's no lie. You guys,
I enjoy it.
yeah. And I know the kids probably look up to you, I'm sure, from not only from your coaching ability, but from your, do they even know you guys?
Well, I tell them a few stories. They say, "Oh no, you wasn't like that." I said, "Hey, look at tape.
Tape don't lie.
That tape don't lie. That tape don't lie."
The only problem is they don't have a VHS tape player to watch it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
we had it on VHS.
You know, I was looking up, there's some YouTube channel that has all the Madison old games. I was trying to find some of the old games and I couldn't find them. I'm sure they're out there somewhere. I wish we could get them all up so people could see
There's
them.
a Green County game, I think, with them on it. I watched that not too long
Oh,
ago.
really? You guys never lost them, right?
No, not my career.
That's the another big accomplishment, right?
I got a story I got to tell you. What I did Eddie Dean one time, but I only did it one time.
Yeah.
I went to town with a senior, so every Monday we sit in the locker room and watch film.
Yeah.
And so we sit there. So he come in late, right? So I knew he was gonna pick on me, because we were playing Moorfield, West Virginia.
Okay, yeah.
I think he was out sick that game. So I ran like a 60-yard and got caught from behind, and then so I knew he was gonna make fun of me next day. So he had the tape. So I go hide the tape underneath the towel, right? So we go get ready to watch the film. He was looking at it. He was going up there looking at the tape. He said, "Well, I just saw it, 7th period. I was just watching it." We sitting there with him. He said, "Well, I guess we go to practice." So I go underneath the towels and pull the tape out. Here it is. And then he said, "Them daggone seniors." And I knew he was gonna rag on him for getting caught.
Yeah, I can remember him.
Yeah,
taking that thing fast forwarded.
Yeah, there you go.
Fast forwarded.
And he know what everybody does.
Yeah.
He'll look at it. He probably saw it about 20 times. And he'll call you out. Every play. I said, "Oh."
Do you have any good stories to tell?
Not as much as Porter did. Just nothing, Porter.
Yeah.
Porter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like when we got touchdown, we couldn't celebrate.
No, we couldn't celebrate.
Porter celebrated one time. I saw that. I said,
He came on the kickoff and got me.
Oh, really?
Because I was a safety man on the kickoff, so I didn't come off the field very much. He came all the way across the field and grabbed me by the shoulder pad. He said, "Next time you get in the end zone, you don't be showing off in the end zone."
I think all he did was high step.
Yeah, all I did was high step. That's all I did.
Like Dion?
Yeah, I said, I ain't do that no more.
He did that.
Yeah, that was one time only.
Touchdown, just get the ball.
He get the ball, hand it to the ref.
Yeah.
He didn't like all that.
So you have, Paul, this is a pretty big game this week.
Yes.
This be your first JV championship? So, you want to talk a little about your JV team?
Yeah, I mean, JV team, we young. I got, my line is a little veteran line, so, I got, ninth grade Josh, he been doing pretty good, throwing the ball, running the ball.
Josh who?
Josh Lewis.
Okay.
He been doing pretty well. Isaiah Jones, he been catching, pretty good for us this season. Jay Sean Hinton and Carl Brewball been running the ball pretty well. Cause I always like to mix it up. I'm always like to, run,
Right.
Run pass, or,
Right.
so I like to, mix it up a little bit, and so I got, 2 good running backs and, and a veteran receiver. So, I think we're gonna make some noise.
Yeah, you guys, you want to talk a little about your game last week?
Last week, we was going on the bus trip and we were going down the road. God, man, they undefeated. I don't know who can beat. I said, hey, I don't care about 6-0. I said, we gonna go in there and play the game because they gotta play the game just like we gotta play the game.
Right.
And so
He's talking about Strasburg.
yeah, Strasburg.
Strasburg was undefeated.
Yeah, they were undefeated.
They were undefeated.
Yeah, they was undefeated. And so we went, the first half, we running the ball on them and we jumped on them 14-0. In the first half.
Yeah.
And then they tied it up, back and forth. And it was a good defensive offensive game. And they tied it up at half. It was 14-14. And then You know, we started running the ball, and then we had Josh. He got hurt one play. It was 4th and 7, and it was it was 21-21.
Right.
And my starting quarterback went out, so I had to make a decision. I said, man, who gonna get to throw this ball? So I had Isaiah. He's my quarterback my first year.
Right.
So I had him go to quarterback, and so we ran a 5-and-out play to one of my young receivers, and we got it on 4th and 7, and then we went on down and scored. Jay Sean went there and scored and had to win the touchdown.
Wow. That's awesome. I mean, that just
Yeah,
it goes well for the future of Madison football. That's great that you're doing all of that. Anything else? JVC? We want to get everybody to come out.
Yeah, Wednesday, come out Wednesday and watch us when we try to get the championship. We need many people out there as we can.
Yeah. And maybe the announcer will come and announce the game for us.
Okay.
Come on over there.
Who?
Chuck Jackson will be announcing this week.
I got plenty.
But yeah, well, thank y'all, and I really appreciate it. It's been an honor for me. I really enjoyed watching you guys play. It really was a treat back in the day. It was something. It was, you talk about people going to away games, and it was you guys, all your teammates too, the great JV Town. It gave us something to look forward to go to these games. And I appreciate all your hard work and dedication for Madison over the years and your coaching careers. And go Blue on Wednesday.
There you go.
All right. Thank you all for this week. We hope to see you next week. I'm not sure if it's going to be Sunday or Monday, but be back here at the Mountaineer Cafe. Again, thanks to Drew and Lauren for all they do for hosting this. Thanks to Chuck at Piedmont Journal Recorder. I wish you shortened that name, but that's a lot to remember. I'm not sure. You open for dinner on starting on Wednesday? Wednesday's okay. Come up this Wednesday. You're not? Drew said it worked. Well, just go on social media and find out. I have no clue. I'm not a chef. I'm just a client here. I eat here. I don't know when to open and close it. But thank them for everything, and thank you all. And go support the volleyball team tomorrow night. JV football Wednesday. Madison varsity football on Thursday at Clarke, and cross-country on Saturday. Got them all. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate it. See you next week. How long was that, Chuck?
47:52.